Well, this is it. My final working week leading up to retirement on Friday the 14th of August. So I thought I'd just do a bit of an update because I thought the timing was good to talk through my thoughts, feelings and emotions with only a few days to go. So here we are, all the planning, all the preparation, all the toing and froing with the thoughts back and forth. Is it the right time to retire? Can I retire, etc.? Well, we're very nearly there now. And this coming Friday the 14th of August, will be my last working day after what will be 42 years working for the same company since I left school. So 15,312 days and approximately 2,184 weeks. And that is a long time. It's a long time working, and it's certainly a long time working for the same company. And for anybody that has been in a similar position to me and has been thinking about retirement, has been planning retirement, is retired already, you may have experienced some of the same thought processes that I have. There's a lot of work involved in terms of the preparation and not just the financial. It really is about the thoughts, feelings and emotions too. And you have to have a plan. And you know, it's getting really close now. And whilst there are some thoughts, feelings and emotions, the overarching feeling and the overarching thought is that, yeah, it's still the right decision and still something that I'm very much looking forward to. And since I handed my notice in of retirement, from that point onward, I felt a great weight lifted because the decision had been made. And that's only got easier and easier with time. Yep, there are days and moments where I think of things that I'll miss, I think of doubts that creep into my head. But when I look at those rationally and logically, I know wholeheartedly that I'm making the right decision, and I'm actually really looking forward to starting the new chapter in my life. So in terms of thoughts, feelings and emotions, I suppose if you've watched my previous videos, you'll know that yes, I've been with the same company for 42 years. I worked my way up from the shop floor to becoming a factory manager. And I've held that role now for the last 10 years, which is a long time in that role, certainly within our business. And it takes its toll on you. There's a lot of reward with it, obviously there is, and there's a lot of positives and a lot of great experiences, met lots of great people, and overall enjoyed my career, not just the last 10 years, the whole 42 years. But it does take its toll. I've become more tired in recent years, and the passion has started to dwindle. So, you know, doing a role like that where the passion isn't where it needs to be or where it used to be, it just isn't so much fun anymore. So that was one of the real reasons for thinking about retirement and calling it a day. But I'd say there's a few things that when I talk about the doubt that creeps into my mind, there's a few things, probably 3 or 4. And this, I've mentioned it in previous videos, it does sound really egotistical, but you know, what will my identity be? Who will I be once I give up that role, the title, all that comes with it, and just venture into normal life as just me, Brian Jones, man without a title? That's not strictly true, because I am of course a father and I am a granddad, and those are the most important titles. And it's something I worry less and less about the more I think about it. Because if you hang on to those things, just how long can you keep going into life, into old age, worrying about a title or a job role or the identity that you have? You have to turn these things on their head and realize that actually it's an opportunity to create a new identity, or go back to a really old identity and find out who you really are, what makes you tick, and what things you enjoy in life. And secondly, then dictating my daily routines rather than marching to the drum beat. And this isn't by any stretch of the imagination what I'd call it as a doubt, because one of the things that I've struggled with in recent years, as I'm getting more tired and losing the passion, is that adherence to the day routines that are dictated by someone else. And yes, I'm a creature of habit, I like routine, but I need this opportunity to find new routines. So needless to say, I've been developing a plan. I know what things I'm going to do to fill my time, and the most exciting part of that is that every minute of every day from Friday onwards will be my own to do with whatever I choose to do. And there's a risk there. I don't want to become complacent, I don't want to become lazy, I don't just want to sit around, I don't want to lie in bed till late in the morning. I want to get up and do stuff and really make the most of this fortunate position that I'm in at 58, to enjoy life to the full. And I don't mean extravagant things, I just mean the good, normal, day-to-day things that make it worth getting out of bed for. So that would be the second one. And probably come as a surprise that I've not mentioned finances yet. And I am an eternal worrier, but I think I've done enough spreadsheets, enough work on the spreadsheets, and I've done enough maths to know that I should be okay. I should be okay. And even if things take a turn for a year or 2 years, then I equally understand that I'll need to cut back. I know what I need to cut back to, and having done that work, it gives me the confidence that things are going to be all right on that front. But nevertheless, when you've worked for 42 years, when you've saved and put into pensions, put into investments, paid off mortgages, all the time where you've got a salary coming in is that comfort blanket, and you only ever see the number going in one direction. And at the end of this week, there is no more money coming into the pot. I've got what I've got, and I've got to make it work for me. I guess that'll be one of my hobbies, unless of course my YouTube channel explodes through the roof, and then I find that I've got lots of income coming in through that. But I'm not going to rely on that. I'm going to stick to the plan, stick to the spreadsheets, and make sure that I act, live and behave responsibly so as that I can make the most of this fortunate position that I'm in. And I suppose also probably the final thing, and very much linked to, or very similarly linked to, the loss of identity. When you've worked somewhere for 42 years, and when you've worked in different roles, and you've been lower management, shop floor, middle management, senior management, and now the person that's running the factory, throughout that time, and you don't always realise it along the way, but you've developed an awful lot, and you've gained an awful lot of knowledge and an awful lot of experience, that you put to good use, and you help others in difficult situations or difficult scenarios, and you realise after time just how much knowledge and expertise you have. And what's going to happen to that from Friday onwards? I don't know. And I can't help thinking that there's a risk that I'll be sticking my nose in to help people solve their problems, etc., etc. But I certainly don't want to be a nosy pain. But it is something that goes through my mind around that knowledge and that experience all built up and put to good use over the 42 years. But I'm sure there'll be scenarios in future life where I get to call upon that experience. But it's a bit of a worry thinking that I won't be practicing and exercising that tool up there with regards to the running of a factory. So I'm going to have to find different ways to do that, and not necessarily crosswords. So that's really a summary of where I'm at with a few days to go, wondering about the future. And I thought it'd be just good to talk through those thoughts, feelings and emotions as retirement looms ever closer. But let's end on a high. It's still the right decision. I'm still very much looking forward to it, and I'm committed to taking whoever wants to watch on this journey of retirement and discovery. So thanks ever such a lot again for watching, and maybe one more video before the actual day itself, but after that it really is a retirement story. So keep them peeled and stay close. I'll see you soon. Thanks very much again. Bye bye.